Welcome! In this video, we'll explore a resource from the beginning of your remote sensing educator guide called Navigating the Unit. This resource provides educators with an overview of the goals and activity sequence for both the engineering and science pathways. Ideally, learners complete both science and engineering pathways. If time is limited, each pathway can still be done as a standalone series. Now, let's dig into the remote sensing unit. Each planet's unit starts by engaging all learners in a context-setting activity called Ready, Set, Go. Ready, Set, Go shows how scientists and engineers work together. For example, scientists build knowledge engineers use, and engineers create tools scientists need to investigate problems. In the remote sensing Ready, Set, Go activity, learners help NASA learn about Mars by choosing a space mission and designing spacecraft. Learners engage as scientists as they choose a mission and as engineers as they determine which instruments to send on the mission. Don't skip the Ready, Set, Go activity. It sets the stage and helps learners understand what they'll be doing in the upcoming activities. Each planet's unit follows Ready, Set, Go, with an opportunity for learners to share their own stories. In remote sensing, it is called Activity 1, Technology Stories, Sharing Experiences. If doing both the science and engineering pathways, learners only need to do Ready, Set, Go and Activity 1 once. Now, let's take a look at the remote sensing science pathway. Learners join a fictional NASA mission to select a Mars rover landing site, using remote sensing data to explore habitability and geologic changes over time. Activities 2 and 3 introduce how landforms are created on Earth and how to use this information to identify similar landforms on Mars. The next two activities introduce learners to topographic maps and how to use them to identify safe landing sites. Then, learners are introduced to representations of reflected light, called reflectance spectra, and they use them to identify water-based minerals on Mars. Finally, learners use what they have learned so far to choose a safe and scientifically interesting landing site on Mars and share their recommendations. In the remote sensing engineering pathway, learners join a fictional NASA mission to engineer remote sensing devices that gather and visualize data about the surface of Mars. In activities 2 and 3, learners design a light redirection system to gather data from a distance. Then, learners identify minerals using sight and sound, and learn about and use LiDAR technology to capture landscape shape and height. Next, learners use what they have learned to engineer a device to gather specific scientific data from a distance. Finally, learners share their recommendation of which remote sensing devices should be sent on a NASA mission. Thank you for taking the time to watch this overview of the remote sensing, science, and engineering pathways. Check out our website and other videos to learn more about implementing planets.